Hey guys, it's Daryl. It's Wednesday. I wasn't going to do a second video, but right now I was searching on YouTube for recovery videos. I just got back from the gym. I'm working out. Like I said, I love watching motivational stuff these days. For the longest time, I used to watch the news and I got so angry. And I didn't realize how damaging that was through my whole day. It really was. All right, to recovery. I was watching some of these videos and they were a little bland. It was the same old look, it's great and all recovery talk is good, but I'm going to cut to the chase right now. Okay, there's three things that are huge threats to relapsing, threats to your recovery. All right, friends, and when I say friends, I mean the people that you used to use with, not what I would consider real friends. That's one thing you gotta come to realize, that a lot of the people that I called friends, almost everybody, I had lost. All my real friends that I had gotten in high school were gone. They left. Once I started selling drugs and getting involved more deeper, they left. Those were my real friends and they were gone. The people that came in, that I brought into my life, were people that I used with, okay? These are the people that you need to turn your back on. I know it sounds hard. This is one of the reasons that I've succeeded for 13 years. I made my mind up to be a cold motherfucker and look out for myself. And as you get older, you realize these things. When you're young, you got a lot of allegiance to people you think are your friends, and that ends up being an anchor. Friends, okay, I'll tell you a quick story. Okay, I was riding my bike through the park. I had about between 6 months and a year sobriety, still early on, what I would call early on in my recovery. Okay, turn around in a parking lot. There's a car full of guys. It's early in the morning. It's just the car looks in an odd place, like four guys in the car, and I hear them yelling, "Yo, Daryl, come here!" And I'm like, right there, you gotta have a plan, man. Turn your back and leave. All right. A lot of people will go, oh, well, go. If they don't have a plan, they'll go over. They'll go over to the people, the friends. Wrong, man. Wave if you want to wave, but turn your back and get the fuck out of there. These people that you used with can do no good for you now. There's no good in you going over there. Don't start letting that little addict voice say, well, I just want to say hi and be a stand-up, be a good guy. No, man, you got to think yourself. Put yourself first. I know damn well what are four guys, chances are they've been up all night. They're sitting in this parking lot all geeked out, smoking crack. As soon as I go over to that car, I'm going to see the pipe. All right? I'll say no. They'll keep passing it around. Now, this is what I did, and this is what a lot of other addicts do. They would try to talk me into it if I had gone over, because they know you have money. Anybody in recovery is a target because now you've had a chance to save up money. Therefore, you can buy them drugs. I used to do it. I'm not proud of it, but I used to do it. And they'll keep smoking in front of you. You get a smell of it. You know what I mean? The minute you go over there, you lost. Your recovery's over. Don't even turn. You got to turn and walk away. People you used to use with, look, it's hard, man, but if you want your life back, if you want your soul back, or do you want to be a fucking drug addict, a junkie and die? Those are your choices. Turn your back on these people and leave, and have that ingrained in your mind, man. Nope. Nice seeing you. Bye. That's it, man. Trust me. You got to be hard on this. Next one is sex. Women that used to will use their feminine wiles to get you to buy drugs, to get you back into drugs. Guys have a high sex drive, and thinking with your dick can lead you back into drugs. What I did, I stayed, sex-free for 7 fucking years. All right, it helped that I was like 39 or 40. But man, it was still hard. It was the best thing I ever did. It gave me a chance to separate pornos, drugs, which had become intertwined. I'll talk about that next. And it gave me a chance to build to build on my recovery, to build on my body, to build on my mind, to get into recovery those 7 years. Most counselors will say stay out of relationships for the first year, and that is solid advice, man, because you can't handle. You need to work on yourself, and a lot of people, when you're first getting clean, you don't want to hear it. And all addicts, you'll tell yourself, but I'm different, man. I got my shit together. I can handle chicks, man. I'm not going to think with my dick. I'm different. Dude, you're no different. Trust me, man. Trust me. We all say the same things. You'll learn that in recovery, man. You are no different from any other addict. Nothing special. Okay? Stay away from sex, man. Stay. It sucks. It's, I don't even like saying it, but you want to get clean, you want your life back, you want your soul back, concentrate on yourself. Think about this. The more you work on yourself, you're going to be a lot bigger prize for, you're going to attract a lot more and better quality women if you do this. If you just work on yourself. Get yourself clean. Get your body in shape. Get your self-confidence back. Get your game, I guess what you call a game back. Then then after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, with me 7 years, then you ease back in and use your mind. Be careful. Be very, very careful what women you choose. Very careful. Do never choose a woman that's using. I'll get into that in the next video, but just work on yourself. Trust me. Put it back in your pants and work on yourself. If you want to, it's what you got to do. Nobody said recovery is going to be easy, okay? With me, porno, another hard thing, kind of linked up to sex. Let me tell you a story. I was washing my car. I was about a year in, and I look in a garbage can. There's porno mags in there. Now, right there, as I told you in other videos, because when you're in addiction, you get more and more isolated in solitude, because as the addiction worsens, you want the drugs to yourself, first of all. Second, you don't want to share. You don't want you don't even want other addicts to know how bad you are, how you're using constantly every day, not eating, so you get more and more isolated. With me and probably with other people, pornography becomes your relationship, your sexual release, I wasn't a sex addict, but porno was my relationship, was my girlfriend. And then after a while, after 10, 15 years of that, the porno and the drugs became so intertwined with me that I would see a porno magazine, and I'd get this rush. Like when I looked in that garbage can, a rush of adrenaline. And right through my mind, I'm thinking of dealers' numbers. How much money do I have in my pocket? Can I go find a place to get high for a while? Right as soon as I saw those magazines, even though I had a year clean, I didn't pick the magazines up. You have to have yourself, you got to be prepared for triggers. You put your recovery, do you want to destroy yourself? Think of this. This is what I used. Is any good going to come out of you doing that? Before you go over to that car, before you look at those magazines, is any good going to come of this? No, man, it's going to ruin your life. You're going to be one of those people in one of these groups saying, oh my God, I hate myself. I relapsed yesterday. I got to, blah, blah, blah. I lost my job, all my money, my girlfriend, my house, all in one night. That's why you have prepared in your mind. No, man. So I walked away from those magazines. If I had picked them up, if I see these magazines in the garbage, penthouse or whatever, thrown in my car, go home, start paging through them. Next thing I know, I'd be on the phone. I would have relapsed. Who knows, man? I might have guilt and gone on the second day, third day. I might not even be sitting here right now. Could have changed my entire life if I picked those magazines up out of the garbage can that day. It's a true story. I liken when a trigger will hit you like that, and you won't even know it's coming. And I got that rush and thinking of dealers' numbers, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared for when this shit happens, because it will fucking happen. And your life, your future, and your sobriety, everything counts on what you do in those next couple seconds. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's scary and it's real. but it's the truth. You know, think about it. Is any good going to come from this? No, don't let that addict voice start giving you excuses. Well, I'm just going to go over to the car and say hi, and fuck that. I ain't going to, I'm not going to use. I'm just going to go over and say hi, man. I can't walk away, man. I'll look like a dick. No, man. You come first. They're going to use you if you go to that car. They don't give a fuck. Put yourself first. Is any good going to come of this? No. Walk away, man. And at that point, I had started working on my art and my working out. And I think in my head, it's like, why? Why do I want to smoke crack anyway? I got my day planned out already. You got to have a routine. You got to have a plan. Just get into a routine, something that makes you stronger every day. Reading, working out, even video games, man, anything, and like I say, don't let it. You're going to get hit with triggers, and I call it lighting the fuse. It's that rush where all of a sudden I got dealer's numbers going through my head. You got to extinguish that fuse quick. Every second that you let your mind, you let that little addict voice keep whispering in your ear, every second you don't extinguish that and go back to your routine, the chances you relapsing increases like 100-fold every second. You let that little voice keep talking, man. Just think about it. Is any good going to come in? What is anything good going to come out? What's going to happen, honestly, if I do this? If I go over to that car, if I pick up these magazines, if I go home with that girl? Don't do it, man. Work on yourself. If you want this, you can do it, but work on yourself, man. All right, I got to get back to my working out. That's why I rushed through this. Rock on, stay clean and sober.